Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. I'm going to be sharing with you my best tips for cleaning with vinegar. Does vinegar not even sound good to clean with? I think the first time I started with cleaning with vinegar, I was like, oh, it smells like my grandma's house because it has that vinegary scent that I remember as a kid when she would clean with it. But I realized that grandma knew what she was doing and not getting into those expensive cleaners at the store. And so I'm sharing with you, like I did with the baking soda, different things that you can utilize in your home to clean with because it saves you money. This right here is like $1 a gallon, sometimes $1.50 depending on where you get it from. But vinegar is something that's pretty much readily available. So if you can't find the other cleaning things that you like to use, try vinegar. It's one of those things that you do it once and you're like, all right, that's not that bad. It took me a little bit of time to go, okay, I just gotta get used to this. But essential oils will cover up the smell of the vinegar, and vinegar just dissipates in the air and you don't even notice it. So it's one of those good things and a whole lot more natural than your chemical-based bottle cleaner you get at the store. So let's look at some ways that you can clean with vinegar in your home today. All right, the easiest thing that I do and we have done forever is get yourself a spray bottle and fill it up with vinegar. I use half vinegar and half distilled water. You can use regular water. We sometimes just use straight vinegar. It depends on which child fills up the bottle, but sometimes it's just straight vinegar in here. It works both ways good. And if you don't like the smell, you can put some essential oils in it to kind of cover that up a little bit. So a great thing to clean is your mirrors and windows. Spray on there and then just wipe off. Now this one has more water in it, so I find that I'm gonna have to wipe it off to get the water out there. If it's just straight vinegar, it wipes off a little bit quicker. Okay, you gotta wait for it for a minute because vinegar will dissipate. It's going away. It will just naturally dry it in the air. So cleaning your mirrors and your windows with a microfiber cloth and some vinegar. Use straight vinegar, it's easier, but if you wanna dilute it, go ahead. Also, you can use newspaper. It leaves no lint behind. A microfiber cloth doesn't leave any lint behind. A baby diaper, a cloth baby diaper works really good too, or even newspaper. I did newspaper. A squeegee would work really good too. You can wipe this out with a sponge and use a squeegee. That would be something fun to do. One day I will get a squeegee and do my windows and mirrors. I always think about that. I'm like, that would be a great thing to clean your windows with a squeegee. It'd probably be a whole lot of fun for kids too. So I just might look into getting a squeegee just to demonstrate how that works. So, all right, an area done. Mirrors, windows. Any kind of glass things, that's what you normally clean with the window cleaner. Use the vinegar. Much cheaper than that. All right, let's go find another thing to do. Okay, another thing you can clean with vinegar is that over there. It's weird pointing the camera. It's over here. No, it's back here. Your Keurig or your coffee pot. So either one. Now mine is fairly new, so it's not going to be that dirty, but trust me, the first time I cleaned my coffee pot, I was like, oh, that's really gross, and I've been drinking from that for a really long time. So if it's just a coffee pot, just take out, obviously clean your carafe out real good, clean out the inside as much as you can. Take that back thing to the sink and pour some vinegar in the water and use like a bottle brush and go up and down on the inside. You'll be surprised at all the loose buildups that you have in your coffee. Kind of yucky. And you can also pour, if you don't want to take it all apart and scrub it, but you should, just put some vinegar in the back with some water, like maybe a cup of vinegar, a cup of water in in your regular coffee pot, and run it through its cycle a little bit. Do it once, dump it out, and then do it again with some clear water before you make your coffee. I'm gonna get mine, I'm gonna dump mine out, and then we're gonna run some through there. You wanna remove your filter from here. Like I have the filter that comes in a Keurig, so you don't run the vinegar through that. So I'm gonna do like 2 cups of water and about 2 cups of vinegar in here. That's my good estimate. Put the vinegar in. And then you're gonna run it through a few cycles till you get rid of this water. Make sure you put your cup in there before you push start. I didn't realize mine was ready to go. Mine stopped for a minute, so I'm gonna hurry and put this in here. Because I chose the larger cup. So let's let that run through. While that's done, I'm gonna take a cloth and just wipe this off. In between washes, make sure you either get a brush or a cloth and clean inside here. This gets really yucky. Sometimes there's a lot of little coffee grounds in there. Real careful to wipe that out. A brush works really good. You can use a cloth. I'm gonna run through and do a couple more cycles through there. So it also recommended in the owner's manual to the pod right here, or the cup, whatever you wanna call this part, the little pin that goes through it, recommended taking a paper clip and pushing it in the hole to remove any loose coffee grounds. I already did that and there was nothing in there because like I said, mine is fairly new. So run this through and then I'll dump this out and put some regular water in there and run it through cycles and you are good to go. Don't worry about too much lingering behind. There's not gonna be a whole lot of extra vinegar in your coffee. I've rinsed this out, put a new, just clear water in there. I'm just gonna run just 1 mug through and that's done. Keurig clean, if you have a coffee pot, you can do the same thing, but the coffee pot in the back, clean that out. That is where all that gets stuck in there. Kind of yuck, because the coffee runs through there sometimes, I know. All right, let's go find something else to clean. All right, another area you can clean with vinegar is your floors. We do this once a week usually. If I had babies and little ones, I would wash my floors more frequently, but I don't have any little ones on my floor. If it's dirty, I will do that, but there's really no need right now. When I had little babies crawling, I would wipe my floors every single day. Yes, but that was their main area where they were at. And I did that. I'd actually do it every night before I went to bed. Like after the kids would go to bed, I'd wipe it all and clean it just so it was clean because I get up in the morning and walk all over it and lick it and touch it. But I don't have little ones doing that now. So we usually clean the floor once a week, get a good vacuum. There probably a couple times a week we have to vacuum the floor, but usually once a week we wash it. So I use my spray bottle with vinegar. Very simple. So you can either spray the floor or you can spray your mop, depending on what the severity. So like usually I'll wet my mop and then just spray this on the floor and it works really, really good. Another mop that we use is this one and it has the container right here that you can put your cleaning solution in. You know what's in here? Water and vinegar. That's it. That's it. So the kids will do this. Sometimes they do this downstairs or do it on the stairs. So this is really easy and this will store in here and be just fine. Okay, how about another area? Your microwave. Do you ever get to your microwave in the morning and you open it up and go, ugh, there's food all caked in there. So you could take a warm cloth and wipe it off if you've been doing that on a normal, regular basis. But if you had a weekend like we have and we heat a lot of leftovers, don't mind my Keurig, I'm running water through it. I tasted it, I'm like a little too vinegary. Let's run some more through there. So if you have a weekend like I do, where you have a lot of leftovers and a lot of exploding food because, for some reason it gets forgotten to put something to cover the food. I saw it, Lauren, she has a little plate cover. I'm like, genius, I need one of those, but I can keep it right in the microwave. I need to put that on my list to get because I feel like that would help the explosion of, food, beans, red stuff all over the microwave. So another great way is take some vinegar and a cup with water. So I've got about half a cup of water and do about a quarter cup of vinegar in here. And then put this in the microwave, for about 3-4 minutes till it boils. It'll all get on the outside of your microwave and then you can wipe it off easy. All right, just a little FYI, I had to run the entire tank through that coffee maker over there. I was like, I just kept testing the water. I'm like, ooh, my vinegar. So even after I dumped it out and put clean water in there, it still had that taste. So I ran it through the entire tank. Now it tastes like plain old water. All right, I'm gonna stop my microwave because my vinegar is boiling. It even boils over a little bit. And that's okay because then it gives you something to wipe with. All right, looking at my timer here, that took me like 30 seconds to clean that out. Microwave done. Way easier to do. You can just take a warm cloth and wipe it and it will come off. You just gotta do a little scrubbing, but the vinegar, explosion in the microwave, it helps wipe off really quick. All right, let's go find something else to clean. All right, this next one is gonna be something you're gonna make and mix up. It's gonna save you lots of scrubbing in your bathroom. So you're gonna need some Blue Dawn dish soap. Remember, we bought this for the other stuff. This works really good. Invest in it and think of it as a cleaner. That's what you do. So this and vinegar. I'm gonna put a cup of vinegar in the microwave, which I did, so this is warm. You don't have to have it boiling, just warm. I'm gonna take my spray bottle. I labeled mine. These are my labels. I don't have real labels for this because I didn't keep them because I didn't think I'd use them because I figured I would just use this as vinegar. But I realized, I do need those, so I had to take my little labels for my planner. So this just says soap tub. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take and pour your vinegar in here and you're gonna pour 1 cup of vinegar, 1 cup of Dawn dish soap into it. The reason why you make it warm is so that the soap can mix with it. So you're gonna mix this up. This works really good for your bathtub. And then I'm going to get some baking soda we're gonna go clean the bathtub. Okay, remember last week when I talked about removing the scum in your tub? Yes, the scum. It's just disgusting, the name, body scum. Or soap buildup. You can use a little bit of, I said, body wash or shampoo because it's a degreaser. Well, Dawn dish soap is an amazing degreaser. So you squirt this in your tub, all over your tub, especially, sometimes it's on your walls, but hold on, brand new spray bottle. You're gonna spray this all on your tub. Great thing is blue, so you can kind of see where you're spraying. Okay, is your hand ready? Inhaling the vinegar. All right, is your hand ready to fall off from squeezing? You can just do the bottom if your tub is dirty on the bottom, but then you're gonna take your cloth and you're going to clean your tub. So you're gonna keep your baking soda on hand because this will work really good. Guess what, when you sprinkle the baking soda, it's gonna kind of foam up and treat it like that soft scrub kind of stuff, you know, one at the store. So I'll sprinkle a little bit in the bottom here. You'll hear a little bit of the fizzle in a minute, and I'm gonna wipe my tub. All right, give me a minute. I'm gonna take my socks off and I'm gonna clean my whole tub because once I start it, I'm gonna finish it. All right, the only downfall is that it's a lot more soapy, so you can use a little bit less in there, but if you need to do a good clean, just use that. So if you need the deeper scrubbing stuff, use the scouring powder, but this works well when you need to just clean it on a daily use. All right, straight vinegar is great for neutralizing urine. So, you know, your boys' bathroom, not that boys are little more messy than girls, but sometimes they are. So we use vinegar in a spray bottle to wipe up our toilet on a daily basis. Just to get rid of that stuff, it helps neutralize it and make the bathroom smell great. Make sure that you wipe really good around the toilet to get anything that dribbled down on the floor. All right, another area we can help prevent buildup is in your shower. Now, I don't have a shower with glass panels or whatever they are, plastic panels, but if you did, which I remember having those and having to clean them, and that was the worst thing ever. I know they sell stuff that you can literally put a container in your shower and it sprays down your shower like every day or whatever, and it helps. Well, you know what that is? Good old vinegar. If you can remember or discipline yourself to do this, if you take a shower every day, keep one of these in your shower with some essential oils. When you're done with your shower, spray, after your shower, after it's warm, spray it on the walls, especially the ones that, you know, up on top where you gotta reach. Spray them all down and just leave it. Go away from your shower. If you don't like the vinegar smell, put some essential oils in there when you do that. Leave that in there, and then every day you take a shower, just spray it down. When you go to scrub and clean that shower, it's gonna be a lot less frequent. You're gonna have to do that, and it's not gonna have all the stuff built up. So, but start with a clean shower first, because if you spray this on top, it's just gonna build upon all the gunk. So get it on your shower and your panels in your shower. Okay, another area that you might not think much about vinegar is, but it is a hair rinse. I remember doing this before and I was like, wow, I saw the huge difference in how it made my hair, especially if you use a lot of hairsprays and chemicals and stuff in your hair, or your shampoo. You don't use like a phosphate-free shampoo or something like that. If you use vinegar right here, mix some in a little cup before you get in the shower, like 1 to 2 tablespoons. If you have drier hair, just do 1 tablespoon. If you have oily hair, do 2. Put it on your hair after you shampoo it. Put that in your hair and rinse it. You will be surprised at how silky smooth your hair is after you get out. You can do that a few times. You can do it and go, wow, my hair is so smooth from it. It's amazing how much buildup is in your hair, just like in your coffee pot, just like on your tub, just like everywhere else in the world. It gets built up with all the chemicals. So vinegar in your hair, try it for once and see how it makes your hair feel. All right, so now this next tip is a great thing that vinegar is a good use for. Let's say that your favorite beloved pet makes a mess on the floor. Not that that happens, but it does. Sometimes we don't get home in time. Sometimes dogs just have to go, and so that happens. Take your soap, pick it up with the paper towel. It's just vinegar, so my hand's on it. And then you're gonna spray it with the vinegar. The vinegar is gonna neutralize that odor. And make that go away. So this works really good if you have a really bad problem like with cat spraying and all that kind of stuff. We had a few issues in our garage where I had to like get some really powerful stuff. If like they get a couple accidents, I can wipe it up with vinegar and it smells fine. They have some really powerful stuff and it smells like cinnamon I'll have to get the name. I don't remember the name. I'll put it down here. I bought it from Amazon. It's expensive, but it works. I was able to put it in a backpack sprayer and use like in spray, just literally you can spray it directly on the urine and it dissipates. I know it's kind of like Odoban. Remember Odoban back in the day? It works like that, but it doesn't, the Odoban, I don't really like the smell. So the one is like cinnamon, clovey. It smells really good. So that's for extreme, but we're talking vinegar, everyday use. So do this to clean up Fido or Maxine's little messes on the floor. All right, let's go find another tip. Do your towels ever get that dingy, musty smelling in your towels? Sometimes that happens. We used to hang our towels outside, and if they didn't dry all the way, sometimes that happens. So what you can do to help that, let me share with you a tip with baking soda and vinegar. You're gonna sprinkle a half cup of baking soda on your towels, and then you're gonna put a cup of vinegar in here. Can you hear that? Oh yeah, bubbling up. That is neutralizing the odor. So you can just run this through this as is. It'll help take that smell out of your cycle. You can also just use vinegar as a natural fabric softener. I don't use any fabric softener at all, but for those of you that do, instead of using the dryer towels, put some vinegar in your rinse. It'll help take out the static. And like I said, it neutralizes everything. So it's got a million uses, it's got a couple uses in your washer. So try that today. All right, vinegar is a great rinse aid for your dishwasher. Did you ever buy those little bottles and you have to screw it into this little lid here and do it? You know what you can use is straight vinegar. Now when you run your dishwasher, that will go through your rinse cycle and make your dishes and your glasses sparkle. You can also just pour it into the bottom of the dishwasher. All right, let's go find another tip. Okay, another thing you can do is make your own cleaning wipes. Now, last time I showed you how to make your own disinfecting wipes with paper towels, but let's say you don't want to go through that process. You can make your own with some rags. So this I have a rag, dirty towel with a hole in the middle. You're just gonna wash these and reuse these. You can do that. So some people use like certain colors, like let's say they wipe their toilet. They might use a white towel just for their toilet. Then some might just want to use it for their countertops and bathtub. Maybe get a blue towel for that, or your floors, just different things. The kitchen might be a different color. When you have the different colors, you'll help it so that when you go to wash them, you don't go, oh, this was in the toilet, but now I'm using it in my sink. So that's a good thing to do. So I'm gonna cut this up. Best thing to do is get a pair of sewing scissors. I don't have sewing scissors up here, they're downstairs. So I'm gonna use my handy trusty Farberware ones and see how they work. Cut them up as big or as small as you want for a cleaning rag wipe. For a quart mason jar, which I'm gonna use, you're gonna do a half a cup of vinegar and a half a cup of water, 4 tablespoons of baking soda, and some essential oils. I'm gonna use orange just for the flavor. The smell, you can use whatever you would like. Now you have to be very careful because if you mix baking soda and vinegar, it's gonna explode like a volcano. So mix your baking soda with water first if you want, and then slowly add your vinegar to it. That will help prevent this a whole lot. Or you can just mix the baking soda and water in your glass measuring cup and then pour that in and then add your vinegar. I was just really, really careful. All right, so this was 1 towel. See, it fits about half the glass jar. So you can do 2 of those. The wide mouth bottles are the better ones because it's easier to get out, but I'll just be careful getting this out. So this works in here. I totally forgot to add my essential oils, so I just squeezed in there and then just shook the jar to get it mixed up. But this is great. Now I can go to use these to clean up my bathroom with and then just throw them in the laundry for wash. Easy way to make your own wipes with rags and things you have at your home. So another use for vinegar. Who knew there were so many? Another great way to use vinegar is to make your own natural face cleaning pads. You know those ones that you buy at the store? Super expensive, right? But you can make your own that has the same basic ingredients that you would find at the store for a very small fraction of the price. So let me share with you how to make those. Here's some homemade wipes to help heal acne. They eliminate the excess oils and kills acne causing bacteria. The alcohol, it sometimes can be not gentle, so you might want to use like witch hazel. That's like $1 at the dollar store that you can use instead of it. The vinegar helps to shrink the pores, and these are popular ingredients in acne and astringents for your faces. So these are great. You can put a little lid on here and keep these in your bathroom, pull them out. Works good for cotton balls as well. I still have leftover, I can put into another jar, but perfect. All right, then when you need to do it, I haven't used a face pad in a long time, just wipe them on your face. real good. Scrub on those areas that are a little bit more prone, like in here, your nose. Not too much dirty. I'll show you my thing. It's not that dirty. Just a little bit. That's it. A good refresher for your face. Mine isn't. I won't show you that. It's not that dirty. It's not that dirty. But this works really good for your face. Just let it air dry. So great easy way to make some wipes for your face. Do you need a refreshing foot soak? Go ahead and put some warm water in a pan and put in a cup of vinegar and also some peppermint extract, and then soak your feet. This removes the dead skin off the feet. I know it sounds gross, but it makes your feet feel a little refreshed, especially with those essential oils. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's video of all these wonderful uses for vinegar. These are ways you can use that up in your pantry, and also things that you don't have to go to the store and purchase. Gather up those fragments in your home and put them to use. So you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow for another video. Have a blessed day. We'll see ya. Bye. For those of you that want to stay, I'm going to read the book of Psalm. Psalm 27, a psalm of fearless trust in God. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the refuge and fortress of my life. Whom shall I dread? When the wicked came against me to eat up my flesh, my adversaries and my enemies, they stumbled and fell. Though an army encamp against me, my heart will not fear. Though war arise against me, even in this I am confident. One thing I've asked of the Lord, and that I will seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord, in his presence all the days of my life, to gaze upon the beauty, the delightful loveliness, and majestic grandeur of the Lord, and to meditate in his temple. For in the day of trouble he will hide me in his shelter. In the secret place of his tent he will hide me. He will lift me up on a rock, and now my head will be lifted up above my enemies around me. In his tent I will offer sacrifices with shouts of joy. I will sing, yes, I will sing praises to the Lord. Hear, O Lord, when I cry aloud. Be gracious and compassionate to me, and answer me. When you said, seek my face in prayer, require my presence as your greatest need, my heart said to you, your face, O Lord, I will seek on the authority of your word. Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in anger. You have been my help. Do not abandon me nor leave me, O God of my salvation. Although my father and my mother have abandoned me, yet the Lord will take me up, adopt me as his child. Teach me your way, O Lord, and lead me on a level path. Because of my enemies who lie in wait, do not give me up to the will of my adversaries. For false witnesses have come against me. They breathe out violence. I would have despaired had I not believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for and confidently expect the Lord. Be strong and let your heart take courage. Yes, wait for and confidently expect the Lord. Amen. Be confident, right? Confidently expect the Lord. The Lord has got some great expectations for you in your life. Expect great things. Have a blessed day.